stay away. I can hear you. Sorry. I invite you to stand. To remain standing, and we're going to sing a hymn, but one you will all know that's associated with an evening such as this. I vow to thee, my country. Seated, or you can stay standing. That fooled you, didn't it? Half you up, half you down. Because we're going to do something you'll be very familiar with. So you need to grab your flags, grab your horns, grab your wife, grab whatever you've got in your hands, and you can use it during this whole piece. It's a conglomeration, a fantasia of British sea songs. Are you ready? Now, how on earth do you link that with Walt Disney? Walt Disney had a dream, and his motto was this: we keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things because we're curious, and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. If we can dream it, we can do it. If we can dream it, we can do it. Maybe that's why that music heads up most Disney films. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come true. Someone else had a dream. He said, I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This, he said, is my hope, that one day every valley shall be exalted, and one day our faith will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. And with this faith we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood and friendship. Martin Luther King had a dream that was just not applicable to his age, to his area, to his time, to his race. But can't we link onto those words in this country of ours today? That with this faith we will be able to transform the jangling discords within our nation. God had a dream. He had an ambition. No. It was more than an ambition. God made a promise. He promised that we, all of us, could fulfill the dream beyond our wildest understanding. And he showed this possibility in the example of his Son, Jesus Christ. In John chapter 10, verse 10, it says, He, Jesus, has come into that they might have life, that we might have life, and have it to the full. We had a wonderful general. He died not so long ago, but he was a general poet within the Salvation Army. And he phrased that reading from John in this way. He came to give us life in all its fullness. He came to make the blind to see. He came to banish death and doubt and darkness. He came to set his people free. He came to set you, to set me free. Do you remember the TV broadcast of the 95-year-old jumping out of a plane on parachute? Commissioner Harry Reid, lifelong Salvationist and Salvation Army officer, head of the Salvation Army here in Great Britain as his final appointment. And when he, after all that happened, and you might have seen the interview, and some of those interview questions, they were wanting him to say things and he just got the message over. And when he was then presented or introduced to a counterpart of a German soldier paratrooper, the German paratrooper, 95 years old, put out his hand and said, "Now we are friends." And Harry put his arm round him. "No, we're brothers." Jesus came into the world to liberate us. And just recently, Sylvia and myself were on the ship, the Boudica, standing in the same place, still with all the notification round us of the veterans who we had saluted, who we had shared in the commemoration. And we realized and gained the inspiration at that moment of the dream, not just of Walt Disney, not just of Martin Luther King, not just of God, but realized in our fellow men who, as it says, no man hath greater love than he lay down his life for the freedom, for our freedom, so that we can realize and fulfill the dream. Yeah, we've dreamed on tonight with all the lovely Walt Disney themes. But let's hold in our hearts, as eventually we leave this place, the dream that God has for us, that we in ourselves can be free, free from sin. Life is not just about the steps you've taken or the places you've been, but it's about the footprints you leave behind. Fulfill the dream. The band is now going to bring to us Rule Britannia, Pomp and Circumstance, Pomp and Circumstance, followed by, see, I was going to say that, you just interrupted. I was leading up to it. We will greet again in a few moments Gemma as she comes to sing to us, and I know we'll all join in, Rule Britannia. But first, as I was going to say, the band will play Pomp and Circumstance.
Land of Hope and Glory a lot better than that. I think we could stand and go for that picture. Right? Lots of big flag waving, lots of big sound for the parents at eye, because they're singing next year anyway, aren't they? Yeah. And stand up and let's sing Land of Hope and Glory.
Gemma.
verse again, shall we? Can you take the flowers down?
That stirs the blood, doesn't it? Britain never shall be slaves. And I will now not give a political speech. Okay, I think we should stand for this as well, don't you, Bandmaster? Jerusalem, let's stand to sing this together. Just be seated just for a few moments. It would be ridiculous to let an evening such as this go without some comment of all that's taken place. A whole lot of arrangements, as you could imagine, with the people who have arranged for the bunting and the flags and the banners and mash, and a lot of it fell on the shoulders of Bandmaster Andrew Blythe and the band. I wanted to give them a special round of applause. And then, of course, We've all enjoyed the video clips and all the words and the sound and everything like that. And although there are a number of people involved, I'd particularly like to thank Vicky for all that she has done. And what can we say about our young people who have stayed up way past their bedtime? You can all sleep in tomorrow morning while your mum and dads come to the meeting. To Mrs. Rebecca Bright. Thank you so much. And of course, it would have been nothing without Gemma Hinchliffe. And I would also like to thank the superb way in which the whole evening has been guided through the compere. Sincerely, though, folks, it's been a lovely evening. It's been great to see you. And those who can, we'd love to see you at 10:30 tomorrow morning. It'd be great. All I would say now is, as we leave, the band's going to play, as we go out, a very famous old Salvation Army march that was written around about, I think, the Second World War, written for our Red Shield bands, if I remember correctly, and it encompasses, it's called Under Two Flags. So it's under the flag of our nation, as well as under the Salvation Army flag, which is the yellow, red, blue flag over there, and those two things are married together in this march. So, to you, thank you very much. To the band, to all those who have taken part, please drive carefully out of the car park. We do not meet any insurance claims at all. So just be patient, calm and collected. Good night, and God bless you all.